Good evening, traders, and welcome to the F&O Show with Bereez. Today was the second weekly expiry of Finnifty, but that is not the interesting part for the day. The interesting part is actually how the Nifty moved. So, let me take you to the chart of it. I hope it's visible for everyone. And so, what Nifty did is we opened with a minor gap of about 0.22 percentage points. Nifty then fell down. It tested yesterday's closing at 18,500, and from there we saw a rally that took Nifty all the way to 18,600 something, 620 almost, and then we closed near 18,600. So a very strong for an intraday trader. Available range was almost 130 points in Nifty, and the level was a pretty well defined level, 500 psychological level as well as previous day close. So for a directional trader, a decent day. Moving on to Banknifty, interesting part is if you ignore this first candle, for the rest of the day, Banknifty was also in a 130 point range. So it's very unusual, no doubt. I mean, if you see from the bottom, it is a little more 220 points, but it's usually supposed to be 2.5 times that of Nifty. So if Nifty has moved 120 points, this should have moved at least 450 points. That has not happened. So this has caused a really good expiry on Finnifty side, but Kshitij has taken a few trades in Bank Nifty. So Kshitij, would you like
Yes.
to walk
So
us through them first?
continuing on the range you are talking about, एक टाइम रहता था जब भी बैंक निफ्टी 5 मिनट के कैंडल में 100 पॉइंट घूमती थी। अभी अभी एक दिन में भी 100 पॉइंट नहीं घूमना चाहती। That's the kind of difficult scenarios I would say, because for a trader you need, for a buyer at least, for Gandhar in fact it's very nice because he doesn't want the markets to move, and for me I really want at least like have like an hour, where like there are at least 100 point move on each side. I am okay with, I'm not saying it needs to be trending. Let it be on each side, but let that happen, because then only an option buyer can try and capture 40 or 50 points. So yeah, coming back to the trade I took, if you see the marked level, I had marked this level. Uh, it's on a setup that I have. It's a logic that I have made, which obviously I'm not going to disclose here. Based on this setup, I was presented with two short opportunities. But what happened was, I'll be honest, my psychology has been a little uh, not good, because the whole month or these days have been not good for a buyer. In fact, I have occurred on a month-on-month basis. I am down. So now keeping the conviction on the setup is becoming difficult. And in the morning, I did make loss today by going taking abrupt, to be very honest, abrupt trades which are not in the setup. So when the setup did arrive, I did not end up pulling the trade. But if you see, the setup was for short, and yeah, it did fall after that. But looking at the option prices, I was still not got my 40-50 points. Even if I would have taken this trade, I would have now got the reward I wanted. I'm not saying I should. I even if I would have not get, I should have taken the trade. That's the discipline a trader should have. But yeah, I did miss on it, and yeah, that was the only trade that was presented. I didn't take it, but yeah, I thought I would tell the journey or tell what happened throughout my trading day today. Yeah, all in all, I might take a break from trading for 2 days at least. I have this weekend. That doesn't mean I will not look at the charts or just go on a holiday. No, that means I will still look at the charts but have the discipline of not pulling the trigger. That's the kind of holiday I am talking about, or not going out. Yeah, that is learning this discipline, where आप चार्ट्स देखते रह सकते हो, आपके सामने सेटअप प्रेजेंट होगा, तभी तो बहुत अच्छे अच्छे सेटअप्स प्रेजेंट हो गए, और दैट टाइम यू डोंट पुल द ट्रिगर इज द रियल डिसिप्लिन। इट्स लाइक आप जिम चालू करते हो और आपके सामने बर्गर आता है, तो खाने की इच्छा होती है ना, तो वो नहीं खाते, वो रियल डिसिप्लिन होता है। तो या ट्रेडिंग और लाइफ के एग्जांपल्स बहुत सेम होते हैं अगर आप इन लाइफ भी डिसिप्लिन्ड हो तो ट्रेडिंग में भी रहोगे, ऐसा ही रहता है। So yeah, बहुत, that's it. ज्यादा ज्यादा ज्ञान नहीं। Yeah, yeah. What did you do today, Gandhar?
I traded Finnifty expiry, but before I go into that, yes, it does take a lot of courage to admit it that you're not been able to follow the setup for whatever reasons
Yeah.
uh, because of trading, not have being able to maintain trading psychology and so on. So it's a very real side of trading that viewers should know, that it's not always
No,
uh,
people are only want to look at people who make profits every day, and are, no, it's just stop falling for that. It doesn't happen like that.
there's nothing wrong with making profit every day. I mean, there are setups which will consistently on a weekly basis be positive, but people learn wrong things from it. That is the problem. We will go more into
Yeah.
trading psychology and whatnot in our upcoming videos. Yesterday we did discuss quite a bit. Instead of doing it on this chart, let me go on to this chart. Yeah. So yeah, this level and this level, so 370 and 400, those are the only two levels I was watching actually today. So in this first candle itself, uh, now I'm having a little trouble remembering my positions because I had to do a lot of adjustments today. So I started with 450 call and 300 put. Now looking at the charts, it was not the most aggressive position because when I entered the trade, we were already here, 360 or something. So not the most aggressive trade, but yeah. So for some time this trade worked, no doubt, and then I think the first stop loss in this, none of the adjustments are because of the M2M loss of the position. It's simply following the trend. This around 1025 was where I had to take my first stop loss of the day. 1025, this one in this hammer. Let me zoom in. Now, if you remember, guys, we do trust hammers quite a bit. In fact, this particular hammer gave me confidence that we are going to have a positive day today. And here also that hammer formed. And in this hammer itself, I booked my trade because I had only collected about 4 rupees premium on this option. If you can see 4.1, so I had already the option had already doubled, and from there I did not want to carry the risk of extra gamma that would pump this option quite fast. So even if market did not move a lot, this will quite easily go to 12 and 15 and 18 and 20. So that is why I closed this and I risked off to 500 strike here, somewhere here. Yeah, it was quite far away. And then from there the day was much more bearable. From 500, then uh, once I tried to get a little aggressive on put sides, I moved my put up. Did I move my put up? Yeah, I moved my put up from 300 to 350. But yeah, then that put also started bleeding a little. Only half of my position I had moved. So when that put started bleeding, I risk off from there. And then I ended the day with this position that you see on the screen, 19,300 and 19,450. 450, yes, I re-entered after the market reversed. So I had taken a stop loss in this earlier, but I re-entered. That's just the trade. And all in all, I think this constitutes 0.5% on my capital, which is okay. 0.5% is what I have been able to get in Finnifty for past few expiries. And I think I have made 60 rupees less than my yesterday's loss. So I still have 60 rupees to cover from my yesterday's loss. Yeah, my
ये ऑप्शन
yeah.
ऑप्शन सेलर ऐसे रहते हैं, 60 रुपए भी नहीं छोड़ेंगे.
हाँ, I this position by the way I let expire. इसमें और नहीं बराबर. Oh, sorry, 15460 was my yesterday's loss.
फोर सिक्स
So
जीरो थर्टी
technical,
रुपीज
30 rupees. I have left. See, 460 was my yesterday's loss, and 430 is my today's profit. So 30 rupees I still have to cover. Ignore the brokerage and all. So that's the expiry trade wala part. Yeah, premiums are still super low. And what we mentioned in after hours show also, that already VIX is at such a low level, and then again on an intraday basis, if VIX falls 3.5 percentage points, it gets very, very tricky for option buyers to even take a trade, because throughout the day I observed the put prices that were, imagine if the index stays sideways for about an hour here. So put sellers will naturally move their puts up because a lot of decay will happen here. Even after that, in this entire fall all the way till here, the puts did not increase in premium. And after this, right from 250, there was no movement in option prices. I mean, at the money straddle that was trading at around, and that is 19400 straddle was trading around 25 rupees here. In two candles that decayed to under 10 rupees. So huge decay in the last 45 minutes, 1 hour. If someone wants to bake a strategy based on it, please do, and let us know if it works so that we can also check it out in our future trading endeavors. But yeah, all in all, based on the movement in my position, I could tell that it's a bad day for option buyers because it is the other way around generally, isn't it? If option buyer is having a good day, option seller obviously won't. So yeah, that's for the Finnifty expiry. I don't have any positional trades open other than the Divis Lab that's still chugging along. It's not doing
Yeah,
anything. If it
this is the
does
same. I
something,
have it open in my account.
yeah. If our viewers want
Oh,
to see,
you
this
wanna
is the
tell them
trade.
about the position that I have taken, the one which has only 900 rupees per lot. It's a very long shot. It's a long shot, yeah.
Oh yeah, and remind me what it was.
Wait, I'll tell you.
It,
It's
it was a
there.
Banknifty trade,
Yeah,
and it was in monthly, wasn't it?
yeah, monthly.
So December month. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. So, 43,500 put buy,
Okay.
then 43,100 put sell,
Okay.
then 42,700 put sell,
Mm,
and 42,300 put buy.
yeah. This is the trade. It's called bear condor because it's a condor, but it's not an iron condor because you only use one side of the your option chain. You only use puts. So payoff is very similar to iron condor, and this is supposed to be a directional trade. Iron condor generally is centered like this, where your market is at the center,
Okay,
and you expect market to not go anywhere.
okay.
But in this particular option strategy, when I was building this, Chassis told me that his target is somewhere here, 43,000 to 43,200.
Yes.
And if you are working with that kind of target, there are a couple of options. Either you take a binary trade here, which is called either a bear put spread or bear call spread, whichever way you structure it, or you can take a trade like this where the loss is very minimal. Even if the market rallies all the way to 50,000 from here, the loss is fixed. And for a small down move, this will still return a decent profit. So risk reward, from a risk reward perspective, this is a pretty
Yes.
good trade.
Yes.
So that's the reason why this trade was taken.
Yeah. I am expecting nothing there. There was just I know I am saying I'm bullish in after hours. It's just that I am expecting a correction. So that is why I'm saying buy the dips. I'm not again asking you guys to go and short the market, but I'm saying I'm expecting a correction. But still, always stay with the trend. That is why I have risked very. There is only 1,300 rupees per lot risk. So
Hmm.
that's how much brokerage we give in a day. So that's okay.
Yeah. Another way just for our viewers to structure this trade would be a ratio spread, something like this. But this also will express a similar view in the range that Kshitij mentioned. You will get maximum profit. Problem being, if the fall continues, then you enter the unlimited loss wallet territory,
Hmm.
which is why this is a little risky than normal. Generally, this is done far away from the money. So, if the stock is at bottom of its range, this is the kind of strategy you would pick. But yeah, for a general bearish trade, I think this something like this is just as well. So yeah, that's for the option strategies. Do we have anything else to share with our viewers?
Yeah, and also, guys, if you want us to make, like, if you have a view on any stock or something, and you want Gandhar to like make you like help you make some, you can just drop in into the comment section asking what is the strategy that is feasible for go for the particular stock. We would try and help you guys. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I think that's it, no?
Yes, that's it.
So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please show us some love, support by sharing this channel as much as you can. Put it on your stories. Nowadays the way to go forward is putting it on your stories. Please subscribe to it. Follow us on our other socials such as Instagram and Telegram. Yeah, thank you. That's it. Bye bye.